What's going on, barbecue brethren? It's Firefighter Pete with Backdraft Barbecue, and we got a brand new how-to barbecue video coming at you for the best you've ever had. Pork belly burnt ends. Let's go. All right, my cardiologist called and said, don't show anybody how to make this because it's almost instantaneous, 500 points on your cholesterol report. But what he don't know won't hurt him. We're going to show you how to cook today burnt ends from pork belly. This is probably the most delicious thing you can cook on your smoker. So we're using a big green egg. If you've got a Kamado, fantastic. If not, feel free to fire up the Traeger, but this video does center on the big GE. So we've got some pork butt here from a local farmer. Looks really good. There's a little bit of fat on it. As you can see, that's why these things aren't that great for you. I try to trim off some of it before I cook, especially on the bottom layer. It's nice when you get these, if you can, get them as a slab because it's much easier to trim. But that's okay, we can make do with this. You want to aim for like a 1/4 inch of fat on it because you want it to, break down. But the thing is that I believe the butcher was cutting these for bacon and you can see there are loads of fat in there. So I like to just peel that off. The next thing you're going to need to do with this is cut it into about 1-inch cubes. You want these to be bite size. I almost want to eat one of these right now. No. You could even cut these in half if you wanted to, like this. The problem is that there's a fat Oreo sandwich going on this one, so that one's going to be a lot juicier than this one. So it's your choice. Once you got these cut up in the bowl, you're going to want to hit it with some seasoning. First thing I hit it with is a binder, and I like to use my mustard-based barbecue sauce. You can use yellow table mustard if you want, or anything that's a mustard-based barbecue sauce. That mustard really goes well with pork for the binder. Once these have been baptized to perfection, the next thing you're going to want to do is hit them with a spice. I am going to use my favorite Code 3 Backdraft rub because it's got a little bit of heat to it. You want to make sure these are coated well because this is going to be your flavor for the burnt ends. Once they're coated, again, mix them up. Mix it up, baby. Once those are seasoned up good, we're gonna add some brown sugar. I like to use the dark brown sugar because I think it works better than the light.
Diabetes. Diabetes.
Once it's all mixed up, we're gonna let that marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes, and this is the perfect time to light your egg. Now you may see that fancy gauge I'm using on this. That is the S1 from Chef's Temp. I'll put a link down in the description as well as the spices that I'm using. Everything's down there. You can buy these on Amazon. This fancy thermometer, all it does is help regulate temperature by use of a convection fan in the bottom. If you don't have the money to get one, it's okay. Standard cooking setup will work. What we're gonna be shooting to cook at is 300 degrees indirect, so we've got that place setter in, and we're gonna be probably a total cook time of 2 hours, but we're gonna check temperatures as we get closer. Night, night. We'll see you in about 2 hours. All right, time's up. Oh my word, these look amazing. This is the first time I've ever made these. I've always wanted to. And today is the day. Okay, let's check for doneness. Oh yeah, perfect. We want 190 or better. Perfect. By the way, this is a Chef's Temp Insta-Read thermometer. I'll send that in the description as well. So much better than the ThermaPen because it's cheaper and works better. And it folds right up, goes in your pocket. The last step to this is to hit it with a little hot honey. I like Mike's. We're gonna drizzle some on, let it sit just for a minute, and then we'll take them off. All of a sudden I have a new friend looking around. Okay, I'm gonna try one of these. Cheers. Oh my word. These are so good. Literally like candy. Juicy. The fat rendered down. Wow, these are good. And the hot honey just adds a little punch of heat to it. I love it. Well, try this on yours. Let me know how you like them. I got to tell you, man, these things are great. Until next time, grill safely. Ain't that right, Mr. Duke?
Code Blue.
Hi, Pete. This is Dr. Love from Cardiology Associates. I just watched your recent video on pork belly burnt ends, and while I appreciate your enthusiasm for all things meat, I really have to discourage you from continuing to smoke that much meat. We got your blood work back, and it's concerning. You're currently about 70% meat juice and 10% barbecue sauce. My staff and I had a little meeting about it, and while they all agree that your videos are fantastic for business, I strongly recommend you be a little more careful. If you don't start being more careful, I'll have no choice but to send a vegan hit squad to your house to force feed you vegetables. So, take care of yourself, Pete. You're gonna keep on smoking meat, because that's what your channel's about. It's not about health, it's about deliciousness. People like us, we gotta take risks. We gotta live on the edge. The only thing that scares me is running out of barbecue sauce.